Yo, what is up? TrevTCG here with Recon Elves. Now, if you've been watching what I've been putting out over the last few days, you know I've been trying a few different decks with Kayla's Reconnaissance and going back to my roots a bit here, trying it out in Elves. And this is the last Recon video I'll be posting for a little bit at least. I'll promise at least a week off. But Elves is one of my favorite decks, both like in Magic and all formats, but I spent a lot of time working on it in Modern, Pioneer, and Explorer early on in the year. And the build I thought was pretty good, but Kai's Reconstruction gives you an extra company that you can play, letting you find your lords, letting you kind of find your key pieces with like War Master to overrun and win games, particularly in Explorer. Obviously in Pioneer, also find Shaman in the pack, and also helps you go wide, which is super important there. The consideration really is the mana base. And, like, to an extent, like, how many company effects you want. Here we can put it to 7. We don't have Quarter Calling in Explorer, so the decision to play Recon is easier, I think. But I think it's still very, very good in Pioneer, because you can use it to help you find Shade of the pack. But again, then you're playing Absent Colors. The mana base is a little shaky. You want to play something like Mana Confluence, perhaps. I'm actually playing a Pioneer version of the deck in a regional championship qualifier next weekend. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we get a deck. I might just put the list that I'm planning on playing in Pioneer in the description as well. But here we go. For Explorer, 4 Elvish Mystic, 4 Spirit Sentinel, which is important because it helps you make white mana. 4 mana War Elves, kind of makes the mana base a little bit easier. Then you have obviously your key lords with the Clan Caller, Visionary, obviously the more recent edition. The other recent edition, just giving you lots of like kind of draw power and sustainability versus some like controlling or mid-rangey decks. War Master, which is really in this in the Explorer deck, your primary win condition. Your primary win condition is activating War Master and just pumping all your elves and going on top. 4 Dynamo Elites to help you go wide. A Realm Walker, again durability, like the Leaf Crown Druid, just gives you more spells to cast. And then Circle of Dream Druids is your main enabler for powering out War Master activations. And so it's also super important. And then we're playing 3 copies of Reconstruction with 4 copies of Collector Company. Collector Company I do think is still better, even though you have the ability to, with all the mana guys, obviously cast Reconstruction for large numbers, and you have a quite high creature density when you can expect to very often be hitting 3 creatures off of it. Which in Explorer is really, really good, but in Pioneer, again, when you're Shaman of the packing, is really, really, really good. So then the other thing is the mana base. I've gone up to 20 lands, which is like a bit of an increase, but obviously we have the new mana sink. 4 Temple Garden, 4 Brushland, obviously new, 4 Branchcloth Pathway, 1 Lair, 1 Boseiju, 4 Forest. It's still really imperative that you don't really have any lands that don't tap for green, especially when you're trying to play Green Druids. You have all these double green lords here. And then you also want, obviously, green on turn 1 for a Llanowar Elf. Only 2 copies of Overgrown Farmland, because it's the most awkward land on the deck. Obviously, you need a couple lands in play already. And then, yeah. Generally, you have to kind of look at your hand and look like, okay, do I need double green? You have the Jasper Sentinel to help you get the triple white here. And you've got 4, 10, 14 actual white lands to get there. So hey, I will show the sideboard. What I'm going to do is play this through a ranked match of best of 3. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to play a couple depending on, just to showcase a couple of different matchups. But T-Shape Sentry, really important. Again, along with the Leaf Crown Visionary, along with the Realm Walker durability. Speaking of Realm Walker, there is one other copy of it in the sideboard. For the matches like Black-Red, where you're just kind of getting ground out by removal. And you're usually like, okay, cool, you can kill my stuff. Every time you do, I draw a card. I'm just going to go wide and go over the top of you eventually. Then 2 Scavenging Users alongside 2 copies of Rest in Peace for Reesfang. Predominantly, but also other graveyard shenanigans. 2 Rex Sages, playing a full 4 copies. Don't want to call out things like Incarnation. It's a really, really nice catch-all. Fires has become really popular recently as well. Worth bearing that in mind. You kind of shut that kind of stuff down. And then 2 Phyrexian Invokers. Again, like, hey, Greasefang, super, super important. There's obviously other like artifact shenanigans going on. Stopping Planeswalker's abilities really, really good. A little bit of a catch-all job, but obviously you can find it with your company, with your Reconstruction, and then again, kind of for more enraged games where you want to be like, okay, right, I want consistent sources of card advantage. Divina's Monster's Advocate is gonna make you some beasts and let you cast more creature spells. So pretty, really strong. Kind of 2 halves Kind of like, okay, I don't want to get comboed, and I want to live, and I want to keep drawing cards and casting more creatures as the sideboard. So, no further ado, let's hop in a ranked game. No, that's not ranked. Gosh. Alright. Huzzah. We got what they got. It's a little better up against. I like a lot of the matchups. I'm curious to see how good Reconstruction is, basically. Like I said, I'll be playing a lot of it this week. And then playing a Pioneer tournament with a version of the deck, also playing black for Shaman the weekend. Mana base, still awkward there. Would you believe it? But then the Shaman's the only black card we're playing, but it's just so good. This hand's kind of interesting. So we don't have we have like 2 War Masters, which is good, you know, but no acceleration. I think blind I just keep this though, even though we don't have a 1-drop. It feels bad, but alas, here we are. Makes that Temple Garden pass. Drawing the company is nice because we don't necessarily like this dying. Our 2-drop dying scrubs our plans a fair bit. If we get to go Lord here and they don't have a removal spell, then we're in a decent position. But to be honest, I'll probably go Druid. Druid is the highest upside. Ooh, double Rafina's Tower into prototype. Huh. Okay. I don't know what we're dealing with. I think I go. So Circle of Dreams Druid is the highest upside. Just gonna put a ton of mana into play and help us end the game fastest, even though it doesn't put immediately more power on the board. But I'm a little worried about what's coming back the other way across the table here. All right. Second prototype, nice. We play off of each other. Thoughtseize is fine, to be honest. Like, they can take the company, but it's only so good. Thoughtseize into Scoop is a bit different. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't prepared for that. Let's see. So they showed artifacts. They showed Thoughtseize. I think. Huh. I can't read too much into that. Like, it didn't show any removal spells. The Thoughtseize into nothing implies that they're not playing something particularly interactive, potentially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hedge a little, bring these 4 Reclamation Stages in, I'm going to cut these 1 elites, I'm going to leave everything else exactly the same. Alright. And then maybe we side differently for game 3. This looks solid. Sentinel. We have a Reckless Age. We have a Leaf Canvas and just start drawing cards. Good times. Off to the races. Well, hopefully. They even mulligan to 6. Keep, make a... Oh, the land's so nice. I'll lead on Elvish Mystic. Casket's annoying. Okay, we drew Forest, which is actually really good. This means we can play a Visionary out this turn. And then depending on what they do, we can start drawing cards. But importantly, it means I can play this Branch Cloth Pathway for white later and still play our 2-drop. Okay, they're trying to Urza things around. I can play Lord, Jaspion Sentinel, or I can Rex Sage Last Casket. Rex Sage Last Casket gives me more mana next turn, but only kind of. I think we might want the Rex Sage for something else, honestly. Legitimately. Don't want to cast this. I don't think I want to draw cards. I think I just want to get the wards in play. Then next turn when we cast Rex Sage, you can draw a card off of it. So presumably they're playing Esper like artifacts, and they're going to try and flip Azur. There is a Might Stone. Yeah, imagine, yeah, they go for killing our Lord. Fine. I'm totally fine with that. We're just gonna Rack Sage that away. We'll draw a card while we're here. I'm gonna say the curve is pretty good otherwise. So we have War Master plus Rack Sage next turn, which is a really strong follow-up. Trying to think what kind of potential kill spells they might be playing. Or well, potential wraths, that's actually what I really think. Prototype, sure. I think the way things are, I still want to conceal the other Rack Sage. No, I can do both. I think I should do it this way. Then we can activate the... Then we can activate War Master next turn. Five, six, seven, yeah. That's a pretty big attack. Let's see what they've got going on though. So if they go like... Okay, Deadly Dispute. I mean, this deck's sweet. Never got to see it. Yes, Smith? There's a lot of synergies in here. Ooh, finds a casket. They can cast it too. Even without sacrificing the treasure just because they have Azur. That gets the War Master, which is actually huge. Not really got a lot going on. Okay, well. We can't make any good attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in case, you know. They got a counterspell? They got Spell Pierce? Oh my gosh. Oh, they can cast Rebuke. Oh, because it costs one less. Oh my gosh. Well, follow me stupid. The Recon does give us a more like good top decks. That's not one of them. Don't really have anything we can do here. Fortunately, they're just top decking as well at the moment. They haven't got like a card draw engine. It is cool how the Monster Weak Stone both provides them with cards and also kills things. That's pretty great. This is... What do we got here? On top of... oh, okay, they just reset it. I can't actually activate it this time. Fair enough. Yeah, there's a mana off activating. Fair. Everything's less than dices around here. Okay. We have one Rack Sage left. Cast this. What's that last card gonna be? I found the prototypes. They're not. Oh dear. Pass, 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 pass. Korea does draw a card. Nice synergy. Also free. Yeah, I forgot about. Okay, that's pretty hot. Yeah. So interesting. Oh no. Well, that's pretty big. It's not up till at the minute. Oh no. Just anything. We have some good top decks. We have some good top decks. Honestly. Sure. Fine. Allow it. A new one. That's okay. Emery's pretty great. Emery lets them get the milestone. But they still can't activate at the same time. We have like a 1-turn window, I guess. Then they get to flip Urza, and then maybe we don't Urza. Maybe. I don't know. We can take a hit from the Flash Corridor. I think I'll just take on this. We're trying to make sure, if we're trying to like need to hit lethal next turn, then we should our Elves in play. They're gonna shoot down, I guess, the Rex Sage because it's power, but I don't know. They go for card draw. Can we kill Lavinia? Alright. I drew a brush land. We got a little flooded here. That's okay. I'm just gonna pick my cards up. Okay. Pretty medium. Maybe I want Groundwalker. How's this gone? I was just kind of stones walls out there. The right are all good. I don't particularly worry about. I don't think there's anything we actually necessarily want to revoke. Still like they're playing a ton of Emeries. Like the main thing I'm worried about like recurring is like, yes we. Happy with this. Oh, not respecting a counter spell on the Reconstruction. We could just cast it for 2 or 3. That'd have been fine. So the weakest card in the deck at this point is Caller. But I think we probably want some number. I think I'm gonna do. We'll load up like this. Yeah, we just kind of ran out of cards there. And then. Oh, we ended up with like 10 lands in play, so. Magic. Let's play. Solid opener. Man is a little awkward, but we'll leave Mystic. Hope it lives. And then into a Lord. We draw a land, we get to make a Dream Druid, which is obviously great. Bubble Hop, fair enough. But it slows down quite a lot. Okay, we draw a Blush land. I'll make the Visionary. I'll make Caller, because we're not going to be able to cast our spells off curve for a couple of turns. So we definitely want to make Circular Dream Druids here. We'll see. I'm really happy they made a tap land deck, so I don't need to worry about respecting a counter spell. This is fine. This is actually like a. Depending on what they do here, we can load up a pretty big. Well, not pretty big. We can load up a recon for 3 or something like that. Depending on what they do. Black land. Myth. Finds the Might Stone and Weak Stone. Fire our company here. We will find one of the Rex Sages, and I think a War Master. Then this starts threatening lethal. Oh, the way this. Yeah. I think I do this now. Yep. let's do this. I'm down. Alright. No land extinction event. Just the main worry. This in itself is fun. They're going to pick them up. They know that I can activate War Master with Circle Druids. Just do bits and pieces. We did get a win. Nice. Alright. This is about 20 minutes. This is probably a nice length for a video. So I think I will leave it there. I will let you know how it goes this coming weekend. Like I said, I'm playing. I'll leave the deck list for this Explorer deck in the description, and I will also leave the Pioneer deck list that I'm looking to sleeve up next weekend. It's fairly close to this, but with obviously some cards that are not quite yet printed into Explorer. And then I'm playing like Mana Confluence to splash Shaman of the Pack with some Gleaming Marshes and stuff. It's an interesting one. I think it's a pretty good take on Elves. I think Reconstruction is an upgrade. Obviously, we didn't really cast it here, but you can see the potential there. We got Metallic Reboots pretty hard. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see like a full event played out with this, and I will endeavor to record that sometime in the next week. Until then, take care, peace out. May the cards be with you. Yeah, okay. Bye.